TGV is known for surprises, and TGV is known for touching some sensitive topics, and at times we select the topics which are not spoken much. And likewise, we have selected a sensitive topic for today, and we will dive deep into a topic that affects many individuals on a personal and societal level. In this episode, we will be shedding light on the sensitive and prevalent issue of body shaming, and specifically focusing on how often unfairly judges individuals based on their size, shape, and color. And we aim to create a safe space for open dialogue and understanding, exploring the harmful impact of body shaming and discussing ways to promote body positivity and acceptance. And join us as we challenge the stereotype, break down societal norms, and empower each other to embrace our uniqueness. So get ready for an enlightening conversation that will help us reshape our perspectives on beauty, self-worth, and the importance of celebrating diversity. And folks, before we get into the conversation on this important topic with Sangeeta Sidhanta, let me open the first rapid fire round. And Sangeeta, I've recently started a first rapid fire round wherein I'm going to mention a word that comes to my mind, and in response to that, whatever the first thing that comes to your mind, you have to share it with us in the form of a word or a sentence without thinking too much. If you're ready, let's get started.
Sure,
Okay. So first thing is related to today's topic, body.
So body, you should love it. However, in which form it is.
Okay, great. Passion.
It should be like which makes you happy. You should have passion to something which makes you happy.
Okay. Health.
Wealth.
Time.
Once gone, never come back.
Education.
Everything.
Hero.
Hero, my husband.
Spot on. Motivation.
Again, it's my husband.
Food.
Chicken.
Pet.
My custard.
Last one. Pastime.
Gardening and listening to music.
Awesome. And also start listening to podcasts.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm having that habit. We'll do that.
Okay, great. So, folks, this is the Guiding Voice podcast series, The Guiding Voice for a Better Future. I'm your host, Naveen Samala, a fellow professional and a passionate learner on a mission to make the world a better place to live. Through The Guiding Voice, we drive conversations that matter, conversations that add value to your life and to your career, and conversations that break stereotypes, as if we are covering today's topic. And thank you so much for tuning in. And Sangeeta, hearty welcome to The Guiding Voice. I know the sequence is jumbled, but it is intentional to be different. And thank you so much for being part of the journey.
I am honored to be a part of this, Naveen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so pleasure to host you. And folks, this episode is also brought in collaboration with Corporate Diva. And on this note, I would like to thank our collaboration and strategic partner, Deepika Trehan, once again. And Deepika, thank you so much for passing on the details of these wonderful gems. Okay, so all these ladies are sharing lot of wisdom with our audience, and thanks once again. And Sangeeta, let's dive into the topic. And before I talk about the topic, maybe please share briefly about your career background, and especially the top 3 things that have attributed to your success so far, and you may consider them as success mantra.
See, basically, I'm an educator and also an event management. And I'm into this. I teach chemistry and biology. That's my career. And the success about what you're talking about, the mantras, that is, I think you have to believe in yourself. If you are having belief in yourself, and you be honest, be hardworking, sincere to your work, that is the mantra. And the last but not the least, what I think is a karma. What you give to the universe, you give your universe the best, universe will give you back. That's for sure. And a proper backbone also I'm having, family backbone, without whom I don't think so I could have achieved so much, whatever I've achieved in my career.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I take this opportunity. Very rarely we acknowledge the backing or support of our family members. And this is probably handful of them where people spoke about it, but I would like to re-emphasize, without our family and without our support system, we cannot accomplish anything. Literally, we are zero.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Thanks.
It is very true, actually.
Yeah, true. All right. So now let's dive into the sensitive topic. So first of all, I would like to get to know your understanding of body shaming, and why do you believe it is an important issue to address?
See, you know what, Naveen? Body shaming is that which involves humiliating people in the public, which is like as a negative comments. And people comments and they just pass by, but they don't understand that what the opposite person has gone through at that moment. So that is actually body shaming, and it is very serious issue that we should make noise about it, to go against about it, because it actually makes your self-esteem very low. And also it leads to finally depression. So I have seen many people, me being a plus size woman, I know when people comments, okay, how it feels. But my nobody asks the first question, how are you? Or wow, it's so nice, you're looking pretty. It's direct question that you are so overweight. Why don't you do something? So they don't find to try to find out the reason. So I
Yeah.
think this is a very serious issue, so that
Mm-hmm.
we can, work on it. We don't want
Mm-hmm.
people to be go into depression, because it is
Yeah.
leading to depression.
Yeah,
That's what,
agreed.
Naveen.
Because many times people may not express okay what they are feeling, and they try to smile, but internally they might feel so low about it, right? So you mentioned
Yes.
about low self esteem, and also it leads to depression, right? So, and
Yes.
are there any other impact of body shaming on an individual's mental and emotional well being? Like, do you think
Yes,
this will prolong for a period of time?
yes, very much. What happens, when
Mm,
people get so many negative comments, okay, what happens? They start thinking about it a lot, right? Then what happens? There is an eating disorder, unhealthy lifestyle. So when there's an eating disorder, means what I would like to tell you about it. That is, they try to avoid everything to eat. They eat something which is not good for the body cells. So when you are not feeding your body cells properly, so it leads to depression. It's everything connected with the food. So that's why when people go for crash diet, keto diet, and all, they say that, wow, I'm losing weight. But you ask them individually, they are actually feeling very low. Food,
mm,
after all, makes you happy. But we
yeah.
should know when to eat and what to eat and how to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Mm-hmm.
is what it is, the impact. People have
Mm,
stopped eating, they stopped
mm,
enjoying the food, they are having eating disorders. So that is very alarming thing, I think, in nowadays. The
mm.
eating disorder is very bad, and that only leads to depression, frustration, irritation. You only tell, Naveen, when you are feeling low, don't you think that if somebody offers you something good thing to eat, you immediately feel good, right?
Normally, I am not a foodie. To be honest, I am so cautious about calories. I don't know. Not again because somebody will shame my body or of that sort, but I always try to be fit, and I committed myself saying that I have to be like this as
Exactly.
long as I can. So normally, food is
You're
not
talking about
something
the
that tempts
fitness.
me.
You're talking
Yeah,
about the fitness,
right,
right?
right, 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 right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I have seen many people, when they eat something, they feel good.
yeah,
Even if it is a eclairs also,
yeah.
right?
No, I have seen even
So
my wife and my kids, right? So they are so their mood changes, and it becomes all of a sudden it becomes poles apart, like from South Pole to North Pole, kind of all negative mood to positive mood. The moment they see something, okay, which really is delicious and which they like the most. Yeah, I concur with you on that.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that is what is the main impact, the
Mm-hmm.
mental health also, as I
Mm-hmm.
said, that they go for depression.
Mm-hmm.
So they just start finding out what has to be done to be in the normal. So
Yeah.
that's not possible. You have to find
Mm-hmm.
out the reason behind it.
Oh, yeah.
So
Got it.
that is what.
And in your experience, like, are there any common forms of manifestation of body shaming?
See, that is what, I'll just tell you one thing. If something I'm having it, anybody, if something is
Mm.
there on the face,
Yeah.
okay, the way the comment is done,
Mm.
okay, it is not at all a positive comment, right? It is
Mm. Yeah.
always like a negative comment. Why don't it is big? I think we should frame the sentence properly, that what made this, what we can do it, like that, any sores on the body or anything. So like that, I have seen many people, like losing hair, going baldness. So all these are the, whatever you are talking about, the manifestation of the body
Mm.
shaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those things has to be totally seen
Mm.
into very seriously, that how it can be,
Mm.
frame it, so that the opposite person does not feel bad and can be cured, and we should come up with a solution instead of only giving negative comments.
Yeah, I'll tell you my own experience. I used to be the shortest kid during my school, and everybody used to tease me a lot. Okay, and it led to a lot of I would say stress, and at times I used to feel that maybe only taller people will get all opportunities, and I used to feel really bad about it. And suddenly during my engineering days, I have grown to a normal average Indian height of 5 feet 6 inches, and ever since I never thought I would grow to this extent. But if I look back in the hindsight, right, I always feel what's there with the height, what's there with the color, what's there with anything else. That is one facet of life. And second thing is sometimes based on how people study, like they might be good rankers during the school, and somebody might be backbenchers during the school. But if you fast forward 10, 15 years or 20 years, the scene will be reversed. Whoever was a backbencher, he or she must be earning a lot. And a person whom we thought would settle first, right? That person might be the one who might settle last, or maybe earning less than what this so-called backbencher is earning.
Very true.
Right? Yeah. So what I felt is
that's what.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So no, that's what means. I can understand your pain because I see children every day in my school, right? So where I have seen these low esteem children, and means we talk to them, we give them some confidence, because if we don't nurture it from now, from this age of the teenage, it's very difficult. And also I would like to share one very personal thing which till date I couldn't forget it. Because I'm a little bit of plus size and my husband is moderate, so I have been also got a comment where has been told that he is much younger to me and he's just like a brother to me. So that type of comment also I have got it. So I don't know why people speak like this. I don't think so they should do it. If you can't make happy anybody by telling something, don't comment anything.
Yeah,
my point is that. So
at least be neutral. Be neutral. If you can't make happy, be neutral. Don't just stay neutral. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And tying back to my example, and I would like to ask a different question now. So based on the age groups, like including children, teenagers, and adults, do we have a different effect of this body shaming? Okay, based on this particular diverse age groups.
Yes, we have. You know what is the main problem, Naveen? The social media. You open the social media, they are showing the perfect body of a man and a woman, right? And because children are accessible to everything nowadays, right? And also the teenagers, the kids, from starting with the kids to I think 60-year-old. I can go to the elderly person also. They are all exposed to this social media. And what is shown in the social media? It is only the perfect thing. So to get that perfect thing, what is happening? Children are stopping to eat. The teenagers are stopping to eat to maintain that figure. They are taking some protein powders. The men are taking, some boys are taking protein powders where they should eat healthy food. Because again, the body cells require nutrition. It requires. So if you don't give the body proper nutrition, it will, lead to some disorders in your health. So the social media, I think, is spoiling a lot, showing us the perfect image, but there is nobody's perfect. Everybody has some or the other flaw. But we should know how to cater it and how to, make the things to look in a positive way. I'm not against of fitness. You have to be. Too much of weight causes knee problem, right?
Correct.
So if you are telling, no, I'll be overweight only, let the knee problem to be there, we cannot say like that. But thing is that consult a proper doctor, see what is your problem. You treat the root. Root level treatment should be done. I mean to say that, I want to convey this, that you just do the root level treatment instead of, going totally down with your self-esteem, comparing yourself with others, because our society is only like that. And the teenagers mostly, just they follow the social media to be in a proper group. They think that if I'm having a good figure, good everything, I'll be belonging to that group. But you know what? It's a sad thing when I see the children. They are forgetting that knowledge plays an important role. And
Yeah.
taking care of yourself, loving yourself is very important. That's the
Yeah.
saddest part, what I see nowadays in all the teenagers,
Hmm.
adults also. If you
Yeah.
see elderly person, they feel
Hmm.
that once they are old, they feel that they are no of importance. So they start thinking that I'm no of importance, so why should I go out of the house?
Yeah.
So they become what? They don't want to walk anywhere. They don't want to talk. That is, we treat them as age. No,
Hmm.
it is a mental health again. Maybe they have been told, you are aged now. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So repeatedly, if it is being told, so they are also becoming like that. So it
Hmm.
affects everybody. It affects
Hmm.
everybody, Naveen. You
Yeah.
know, because see, through my experience also, like I'm having only one daughter. When I went for a trip with my friends, she was having one more daughter, and there was a person sitting there, thought both the daughters are mine because of my weight, because I'm tall and overweight. The one
Hmm.
who is thin, they think that they don't have any children.
No.
So
How,
see
how is it possible?
how the society divides,
Yeah.
how the
I,
society talks. I have experienced this, Naveen. That's why I'm telling
hmm.
you all this.
Hmm.
And it's all
So,
very personal.
yeah.
But these are all, I have
Hmm.
faced it actually.
Yeah.
Taking a
I've also
photo
experienced
and all.
similar things. Okay, within my friend circle. Okay, once we went to a temple, and the priest assumed that my friend's wife is his daughter, and he felt so bad. Okay, by looking at his gray hair, right? So likewise, this is prevalent everywhere, and I think we need to talk more about it and spread awareness, because by making that shitty comments, right, probably it might give pleasure
It
for a
hurts actually, I'll tell
right.
you
Hmm.
exactly. It
Yeah.
hurts. I'll tell you, my daughter is 13-year-old, okay?
Hmm.
And since she is born, she has her gene is different, like gene in the sense her body type is
Hmm.
different than me. Everybody talks about her body, why she's like this, thin and all. I know why.
Hmm.
I've got a comment like that also. What, you being a mother, you eat everything? You don't give it to your daughter when she was small. I've heard this also.
Oh my God.
So it's very bad. I think we should
Disgusting.
make noise about it.
Yeah.
Thanks to you for bringing
Hmm.
up this topic, actually. Thank you.
Yeah, pleasure is mine. I think we can have a open debate kind of thing also, because it is all about driving these kind of awareness sessions, which is going to spread positivity among people, right? That is one of the intentions of launching this podcast. And on that note, let us
Yes.
move ahead. And you mentioned about social media, and wherever we find some advertisement, people are showing that perfect figure or perfect size kind of thing, and everybody wants to
Yes.
be there. And how can we encourage the media, whatever the media, like offline media, social media, and also the broadcasting media? Okay, what would be our advice to them to encourage inclusive representation of bodies?
First thing, the media should do to have this, to love yourself.
Hmm.
God has created us. It should be in a media only,
Yeah.
because you know the power of a social media, right?
Yeah.
It should be told like this: God has created us.
Yeah.
And if we are doubting on God's creation, then naturally you're doubting on yourself. So we should not
Yeah.
doubt on God's creation.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
we have to show that there are many men and women having this plus size.
Hmm.
Still, they are so known for their knowledge. If I
Hmm.
take, I don't know whether I should take the name or not. There are so many powerful women. They
Yeah.
are, for example, if I take Khali,
Hmm.
he's a
Hmm.
very good wrestler. See him, but see, he has done so much for the country.
Yeah.
Why nobody talks? First thing about that.
Hmm.
Why about his height and all? He is that because of acromegaly. He
Yeah.
has to take some other things you know, to make the country proud.
Yeah.
If I take Saroj Khan,
Hmm.
okay, the choreographer,
Yeah.
right? So she has done wonders. She has given so much things to the Bollywood. So like
Hmm.
that, there are so many women and men. So
Hmm.
I think social media, as they're showing the perfect body image, they should also show how to love yourself, believe in yourself, and nurture it from the childhood, the
Hmm.
children, from the
Yeah.
children age, from the kids age, teenage, everything should be told properly. So I think social media, actually, you know what, Navi, nowadays we are seeing that there is some online shopping for the plus size men, plus size women. So
Yeah.
I think people are actually developing, they are becoming more open-minded. They've understood the feeling of plus size men and women, that they also feel to wear some good things. So in the market we are having that, and I think through this podcast also people will come to know how plus size men or women feel when they are being commented negatively always. So I
Yeah,
think social media can change many things. We can do
yeah,
that way.
yeah. And think about Rakesh Junjunwala also. And though he was obese, right? People never commented about his body, but they spoke about his achievements in terms of how much he earned. So I have an
Yes.
advice to people whoever is having low self-esteem because they were body shamed by somebody. I'm recollecting one conversation with a famous playwright and director, Mr. Endamuri Virendranath. I interviewed him last year on this podcast. He's a renowned motivational speaker, and what he shared his own personal experience when he was a kid. He was also a very short guy, and he went to his dad once and he asked like, "Why are people body shaming me, saying that I am too small?" Right? And then his father advised him, make sure that you develop a niche for yourself and acquire one skill so that people appreciate you only for that skill and everything else becomes less known and everything else will be ignored. Likewise, instead of worrying about body shaming, uh, we cannot do anything because it's God's creation. And if at all things are in our
Yes.
control, we can do. But we can also focus on something else in terms of how can we get better, right? So that would be my
Very
two
good
cents.
example you have given, and also to that, I would like to add it, Naveen, that
Mm,
it starts from home.
yeah.
It
Mm,
starts from home.
mhm, mhm,
Home
mm,
should be a place where the child feels secure,
right.
and child should feel that, no, this is my body. I should love my body.
Yeah.
That starts from home. If that confidence, the child has, is being inculcated in the child, then the child will go out of the house with full confidence, and whatever negative comments they get, it will not bother them. It
Yeah.
all starts from home,
Yeah. So
I
since
think.
you covered home, I think parents aspect is covered. How can the educators and influencer promote body positivity and self acceptance to children and also young adults?
See, educators, they have to talk first. First thing is the talking.
Mm,
You have to talk. And if any child is having this low esteem, low confidence, you have to talk to them. You have to first talk all the positive aspects, all the positive things what the child is having. First, you have to tell them that. Then only you can link it, that you are having so many positive aspects in you. So your self confidence, why just for a body? It
mm,
should not be like that. The skin color. There's a word only, black beauty.
yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
word only, right? Black
Yeah.
beauty. Nobody say white beauty. Everybody says black beauty, right?
Yeah.
So that is what. So educators can, talk to the children who are self-esteem. They should talk to their parents also, that the child is, feeling like this. We should link the child and the parent. The educators
Mm,
should link that. Then only, we can do a proper development of the child's mental health.
mm,
Mental health is very important. Means
yeah.
that way we can do it.
Mm,
Talking is the best thing. And also we can also suggest them, we can advise them that they can always share their
mm,
feelings with someone whom they think that they will not comment on, they will not judge.
right. Yeah.
Nowadays people are judged too much.
Mm,
We are being elder adults, still now
mm,
we are judged, right? So think about the teenagers.
mm,
Every moment they feel they are judged whatever they say, right? So we
yeah.
have to be very conscious when we talk to them, because I think more than our world, their
Mm,
world is more challenging
yeah.
because of the social media. It is
And
actually influencing them a lot. And
and
I would like to
constant.
request all the influencers
Mm,
that, just do something to make everybody happy. They
mm,
should be happy from inner side.
mm,
Because if the mental health is good, then
mm,
everything will be good. The person will be happy, and this world will be the happiest place to stay. Nobody will
mm,
feel aloof. Nobody
mm,
will think that, okay, fine, if I take a pic, I will look like this. So I'll not
mm,
take a pic. I'll not look at the mirrors. I have seen my friend. She
mm,
doesn't look at the mirror. I have seen a friend of mine. So much we have spoken to her that you're having such a pretty face and all. But no, that type of comments my friends has received. So
mm,
totally we are putting into the shell. No. So the influencers should do something to make people feel good about their body.
mm.
It's very important.
Yeah.
And I'm damn sure they will do a good job.
Absolutely. So, as you said, like as we start speaking, I think more and more awareness will be created. So far, it's been
Yes.
taken for granted, and just that people are ignoring the negative impact or the side effects of these kind of comments. But once we get to know that others are getting impacted badly, then things will start changing.
Yeah. One
And
more thing, Navi, I would like to
yeah,
add. Sorry to interrupt you. It should not be, we should have upstanders rather
mm,
than bystanders,
mm,
right? If
mm,
anybody is commenting in front of me to
mm,
somebody, I think I should speak up.
mm,
Then only we can spread. It
yeah,
should go like this. We should
mm,
not. There are some people who will just look at, listen to your comment, and will have fun. No, it can
mm,
come back to you also. So
true.
we should be all upstander rather than bystander. I think we should all pledge for that. If
Mm,
anything negative comment is there,
mm,
either it is for a 5-year-old or a 70-year-old, we
yeah,
should upstand.
mm,
That is very, very important.
yeah,
Otherwise, this world will become a place where people are suffering from depression like anything.
yeah,
In the pharmacy, there will be a queue to buy the antidepressant medicines,
yeah,
which I think nobody wants it.
yeah.
So I think we
So,
should speak up.
well said. And with the growing constant urge for constant validation, instant gratification due to these social media platforms, I think I'm worried about depression and mental issues, which may probably which may grow in near future, and the people will queue up at these clinical psychologists and also some mindfulness coaches and many more. So we got to be cautious about it. And Sangeeta, this has been fabulous conversation, and it's time for us to add more spice to the episode. So I'm going to
Sure.
kick off the second rapid fire round, and all you have to
Oh,
do
again,
is
one more.
yeah, one more. And this time it will be different. I'm going to ask you some funny questions, and again, you can pass some witty comments or whatever comes to your mind. Okay, briefly.
Sure.
And if you're ready, let's get started. Here comes my
I'm
first.
excited.
Oh, super. Same here, because this is something which excites me all the time. And I get to know a lot about the guests in this rapid fire rounds. Okay, so first question is, if you could have one gigantic billboard with anywhere and anything on it, what would it say?
Believe in yourself and love yourself.
Super. Believe in yourself and love yourself. Okay. And what is the most memorable dream you have ever had?
That is plus size woman walking on the ramp wearing designer clothes.
Yeah, I think that
That
can be
was an
done.
international ramp.
Yeah, it can be done. Like it can definitely be a dream which can be easily realized, and good one.
Yes. We should
And
dream what it will become true, right?
yeah. And if you could witness any historical event, which one would you choose and why?
This one I'll be little, this is a very touchy question for me.
Mm,
I would like to witness that mid-hour announcement, the declaration when Nehru did for our country, the freedom. I
mm,
think if we would have witnessed that moment, I think more responsibility we could have had. We could have understood what the
mm,
freedom fighters have done for us. Then we
mm,
could have, this would have been a better place to stay, I think. We should have
yeah,
felt that moment when he
mm,
announced the Mida at Mida.
yeah. Somehow I felt you will speak about Indian freedom. Don't ask me why, but it came to my mind.
Who is it? See, you
Yeah.
caught me.
Okay, then moving to the next one. Describe yourself in just one word.
Authentic.
Okay, then moving to the next one. What is the weirdest thing that you have ever eaten?
Mussel, which was mussel, like mollusk. It comes in the shell.
Oh no, I didn't knew that.
Yeah, it's actually a sea animal,
Hmm.
and it's a shell like
Hmm.
this, and the
Hmm.
meat will be here.
Kind of crab.
Not a crab.
Okay.
Not a crab.
Okay, because crab
It's a
also
different
is
from
similar.
crab. Yeah,
Okay, mussel.
yeah. You've seen shells near the seashore, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
I've seen that.
those shells are the, yeah. In that,
Oh.
the
Mm.
the animal stays actually.
I see.
So that
Got
is
it.
also edible actually.
Okay. And if you could have a personal assistant to handle one aspect of your life, what would it be?
Very good question, actually. I would, like somebody who will plan 3 times meal in my house so that I don't have to plan. I don't have to break my head.
Yeah, that is one
I
of
want
the
something
toughest
like
things.
that.
Yeah,
Very
I can
tough,
resonate
Naveen.
with you because every time, even my wife is behind me, my mom, my kids. What do you want to do? I give her complete freedom. I say whatever you could can eat, but my kids have a lot of
That freedom
preferences.
also we don't want. We want somebody to take that freedom. Do whatever plan you do it. That's it. I don't want to
True,
take it. I want a personal
agreed.
assistant like you.
Yeah, I agreed. And the last one for the rapid fire: what is one electronic gadget or fantasy gadget that you'd like to see or invent yourself?
If you, wow, that's a very nice question, Naveen. Um, I would like to relate to my previous answer. So I
Mm-hmm,
want
mm-hmm.
to see some gadget like, the food is already prepared and
Mm.
it is on my table served, and there is an alarm, Madam, food is ready. So I could sit there and have my food. So nothing I have to do it. And
Yeah.
if you allow me, I can
Mm.
add one more, which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it was a very
definitely.
interesting question you asked me.
Mm.
I want something device where
Mm.
if I just click the button, if I want to go to
Mm.
Maldives tomorrow, I should be there.
Yeah.
A dream come true device. At the same time, if anybody is in need, I
Mm.
just switch on that, click on that button, and
Mm.
I'm there in that place to help the person.
Yeah. First part is there in the form of a cartoon Doraemon door. Okay, you step into that Doraemon door. The place you imagine you'll go there. Okay, I love that.
Your
And
kid is doing a good job, Navi. Your kid is doing a good job.
no, my elder
Father is
kid.
watching Doraemon.
Yeah, my elder kid, no, not the younger one, because younger one is into all these YouTube shorts and other things. She's behind
They
some
are
adventure
advanced.
activities. Yeah, they are far advanced. Whereas my elder daughter used to watch this Doraemon, and I became a fan of Doraemon at one point in
Oh, is it?
time.
But
Okay,
seriously, I want that kind of a device.
yeah, yeah, got it. So again, one of my most memorable rapid fire rounds. So that was such a good one, Sangeeta, and thanks for actively participating in that and for all the witty answers. Now let's flip back to the mainstream, and here comes my next question. It's more about what will be the key message to our audience. You can either talk about that, or if you want to cover something around one piece of advice to those aspiring to make big in their careers. Again, choice is yours.
See, I think I would like to tell the world that if you ask me personally, what I think is that I'm not going to sacrifice my mental health just
Hmm.
to get a perfect body.
Yeah.
I would like to exercise for the health fitness, not
Hmm.
to become skinny.
Hmm.
And I would like to ignore all those comments, whatever comments the people give publicly.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to ignore. Instead of that, I will eat healthy food and will never sacrifice my mental health just to get a perfect body. I think we all should pledge that mental health is more important. Make yourself happy. If you are happy, naturally you will not have any eating disorder,
Hmm.
and nobody will give you in a platter the happiness. You have
Yeah.
to find your own happiness. So if you're
Hmm.
able to find that, and I think world will be happy. You have to be happy, then the surrounding also will be happy. You have to
Hmm.
ignore all those negative comments. So
Yeah.
exercise, eat healthy, sleep well, and be happy. Whatever makes you happy, shopping, talking, gardening, listening to music, listen to podcast, anything, whatever
Yeah.
makes you happy, go for it. That is my
Hmm.
message. Don't sacrifice your mental health just to get a
Hmm.
perfect body.
Super. I
That's
loved
what I
it.
want to tell.
I loved it. That was a great message. And before I let you go, please share your experience of how it is being posted on the Guiding Voice podcast.
It was very nice. I feel that I'm talking to a friend. I felt that I'm talking to a friend. That
Hmm.
comfort level was there. The way, you know, you have conducted the whole thing. And, there are many few platforms who talk about this type of sensitive issues.
Yeah.
So I think, Naveen, it's a very good job that, you have come up with this sensitive issue because people doesn't talk. As I said, there are less upstanders and more bystanders, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
So it was very nice to talk with you, and it's just a talking to a friend. Thank you for making me so comfortable,
Hmm.
and that's it from my side.
Yeah, pleasure to host you, and I loved every bit of it. Thank you for sharing your insights so candidly. Thanks for your time and all the wonderful insights. It was a pleasure
Thank you
hosting
so
you.
much, Naval.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. Same here. Mutual feeling. Thank you.
Yeah, folks, that was our episode with Sangeeta Sidhanta, and we touched upon a sensitive topic about body shaming and its impact. So let us talk more about this topic and make sure that the positivity is spread so that people don't feel bad or don't get bogged down by the comments. First of all, let us make sure that we don't comment on anybody because of their physical appearance or looks or whatever it is. Right. So before we move into the trivia section, here's a request to you. And please subscribe to us in case if you haven't done already. Also, if you have loved this episode and found the conversation useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who can benefit from the guiding voice. And your friends will also get an opportunity to learn new stuff like you, and we will gain a set of new subscribers. Thank you so much in advance. Now let's hop into the trivia segment. So today's trivia is about thin privilege. So this is one of the terms or the concept which refers to the societal advantages and privileges that individuals with thin or conventionally attractive bodies may experience. And while those with larger bodies often face discrimination and stigma. So this concept is called as thin privilege. I'm not trying to encourage this thin privilege culture. Rather, my message is let us not give privilege to anybody based on their looks or appearance or shape or color. Let us go by what is the value that they are adding to this society. Okay, that would be my advice. And likewise, if you have any tips in terms of spreading the body positivity and how to avoid negative conversations around body shaming, please feel free to share with me in the form of comments if you're watching this episode on YouTube, or else if you have found this episode on social media platform, feel free to comment wherever you found the episode. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. And folks, also do not forget to share your topic recommendations or guest speaker suggestions either through social media, or you can also contact me through the guiding voice for you at gmail.com. I'm your host Naveen Samala, a fellow professional and a passionate learner on a mission to make this world a better place to live, and through conversations that matter and conversations that add value to your life and to your career. Until next time, bye bye. See you all in the next episode with another fantastic guest. Take care, guys.